about to launch from the shadows like a lion on the grind coming at you. I'm a menace for the vengeance, so relentless. Hope you ready, cause I'm here to battle. Keeping me awake to the late night. Thinking about a wrong, I'ma make right. When you see me, better take flight. Venom in my veins and I'm all out of play nice. And it's bygone to the bygones. Ain't no turning back when the fight's on. When you see the white in my eyes, better run, better hide. No surviving what I'm on. I ain't here to play around. If I were you, I would run right now. Make your feet bang, bang on the ground. Cause I'ma hunt you down, down, down. I'ma hunt you down. I'ma hunt you down, down, down. Yeah. Cause I'ma hunt you down. I'ma hunt you down, down, down.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you episode 32 of Shockwave, of course. We are in the fallout of mob violence. What an unforgettable event it was from top to bottom. But as we always say here in CMV, there's no rest for the wicked. Right back to work for the superstars, the guys and gals of CMV, as validation is now just around the corner, and we are kicking things off in a massive way, my friends. As you can see, Ellie Quinn making her way to the ring as she is about to challenge Jane Stone for her Magnificent 8 contract. That's right, the Magnificent 8 contract gonna be on the line here, guys, and I'm not entirely sure how this match came about. All I know is that just before the show went on the air, I was told that this matchup would be happening. Ellie Quinn with quite an opportunity to kick off Shockwave episode 32. Ellie Quinn has been on a great roll as of late. She does have a victory over Jane Stone. And as a matter of fact, Jane Stone also has a victory over Ellie Quinn. So a little bit of a rubber match, but I don't know if I'd say it's enough to warrant Ellie Quinn getting this shot at the Magnificent 8 contract here tonight. There's got to be something more to this. Well, Jane Stone certainly can't be happy, but she's not showing it as she makes her way to the ring here. That contract she won in Ascendance 10, guys, on the line. And Ellie Quinn looking to earn herself that opportunity to cash in anytime, anywhere for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Jane Stone's been very hesitant, and now it might cost her here tonight as Murphy rings the bell. And of course, Zach Cage in the corner of Ellie Quinn. Maybe he pulled some strings backstage to get his client this shot here tonight. And look at Ellie Quinn, quick to throw Jane Stone out of the ring, but she's not done. Whoa, man! Quinn about to go for a suicide dive, but a big old right hand from Jane Stone stopping that real quick. What a show we have in store, my friends. I'm not joking around when I say action-packed, hot and spicy. Because not only is the Magnificent 8 contract on the line here, guys, with the Women's Hardcore Championship also going to be on the line here tonight, as Chloe Marks will challenge Amber Reed. Not to mention, we've got a couple of debuts. Damian Kilfest and Big Bo Beckham going to make their first appearance here in CMV. And our main event, a whopper 6-man tag team matchup as Sandra Slate, Shay Hoxton, and Hunter Quinn take on the team of Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloudcutter, and a mystery partner. As we see Ellie Quinn working the left leg of Jane Stone. Hey, that's Jane's gimmick. Come on now. Ellie Quinn, a part of the Women's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, had a pretty good run. But as we know, eventually it was won by the rookie Ari Lee only 3 weeks after her CMV debut, and now Ari Lee has a date with Ashley Rain in 2 weeks at Validation for the Women's World Championship. We will see Ashley Rain in action here tonight. Going to be going one-on-one with Joy Justice, as now we see Stone begin to target the left knee of Ellie Quinn, trying to soften her up for the knee bar. Now out of the full mount, stomp to the gut. At the top of the show, guys, we found out, wasting no time whatsoever, who Bison is going to be facing at Validation, as he made his choice without saying a word. And it will be Bison, Chris Diamond, one-on-one for the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship. And 2 weeks at Validation, we saw what Bison did to Jackson James, guys, powerbombing him 20 times as Diamond looked on horrified. Got the hell out of here. I have been told he's left the arena, left his boys to be brutalized by the Barbarian. And guys, there's the knee bar. Jane Stone with the knee bar, but escapes those Ellie Quinn. And gonna utilize that spinning reverse DDT again. Has Stone hurt, but Ellie Quinn a little bit cautious, maybe too cautious, getting rough as she pulls at the hair of Jane Stone, stomps on the bicep. Zach Cage loving what he's seeing. Jawbreaker from Stone, defending her Magnificent 8 contract here in this match. Snap vertical suplex. Jane Stone struggling for, oh! Bicycle super kick, Vintage Stone to retain her Magnificent 8 contract, but only a 2 count. I was going to say, finally, Jane Stone been putting some wins together over the past month or so. Again, one of them was against Ellie Quinn. Jawbreaker to counter perhaps another attempt at the knee bar. And Quinn showing off some power. Ellie Quinn going up top. We know what she's looking for here, my friends. The 450 splash, but gets up the knees, does Jane Stone, making Zach Cage cringe. An opportunity here for Stone to turn things around. Gorgeous Tiger Bomb in the middle of the ring, but not enough to keep Quinn down. Gonna expand her point of attack to not only the knees of Ellie Quinn, but now the arms as well. Zach Cage continuing to not like what he's seeing at ringside here. Ellie Quinn could not win the Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, guys, but if she wins here tonight, she'll have an opportunity to cash in anytime, anywhere for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Kick to the midsection. Oh! Looking for the Impaler DDT. But man, Jane Stone on her shit here tonight when it matters most. Middle of the ring, she's got the knee bar. Jane Stone's got the knee bar expertly applied here. But Ellie Quinn escapes. Might have taken everything out of her though, guys, to get out of that. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Jane Stone frustrated here. Everything she went through at Ascendance 10 to capture the Miss Magnificent 8 contract. Gonna go for the bicycle super kick again, but this time Ellie Quinn steps out of the way. Half Nelson single knee backbreaker right into the pin. Quinn not playing around. 1, 2. Wow. How about that? 2.999. Not finished though, is Ellie Quinn. Perfect positioning as she goes back to the top rope. Looking for the 450 again. No! Jane Stone gets up the knees again. Unbelievable performance by Jane Stone here tonight. A pissed off Ellie Quinn though, not having it. Looking for the Impaler DDT, and this time it connects. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new Miss Magnificent 8. Can you believe it? Ellie Quinn now in possession of that contract that grants her a shot at the Women's World Championship anytime, anywhere. What a fight that Jane Stone put up here tonight, but it simply was not enough. And now Ellie Quinn looking to potentially end this season by becoming Women's World Champion once again. It was a couple weeks ago in that tag team match, Mina embarrassed her by tying her up in that Windsor knot and then kicking her you-know-where. And Alma's saying she is not the one to be treated like that. Well, guys, as Isabella Almas continues to train in preparation for another battle with Mina, coming up next, the Women's Hardcore Championship is going to be on the line. Following mob violence, Chloe Marska is calling out Amber Reed, saying how much she respects the history maker, but how she doesn't appreciate the fact that Amber Reed not focusing a whole lot on the Women's Hardcore Championship that she's in possession of, calling her a paper champion. And Amber Reed obviously taking those words to heart as she challenged Chloe Marks to this championship match here tonight. And Chloe Marks obviously not going to pass up on the opportunity to earn her first taste of championship gold here in CMV. Chloe Marks had a very great number in the Women's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, but unfortunately was not her night. Again, Ari Lee, the victor. But Chloe Marks looking for her own big victory here tonight. I wasn't joking around when I said this is a big, big episode of Shockwave, my friends. We just saw Ellie Quinn becoming new Miss Magnificent 8. We'll be having new Women's Hardcore Champion. Blessed for the subscription there, Soul, you lovely boy. Amber Reed fresh off of pulling triple duty at Mob Violence as she was a part of the Women's Royal Rumble match, the Men's Royal Rumble match, and of course had that absolute humdinger against Josh Wolf, which she won in the end after Wolf attempted to use some underhanded tactics, Reed making him pay. But then she heard what Chloe Marks had to say, calling Amber Reed a paper champion, and Amber Reed not going to take that lightly. Coming out here tonight to prove that she does indeed want to be Women's Hardcore Champion, and that she's willing to fight to prove it. Will this new attitude of Chloe Marks, guys, pay off? One of the biggest matches of Chloe's career, no doubt about that. Maybe the biggest. And as it is for that Women's Hardcore Championship, that means no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes. Can only win by pinfall or submission in that ring. So is what Chloe Marks said true? Is Amber Reed a paper champion? Will Amber Reed send a message to the rest of that women's division that if they want that Women's Hardcore Championship, they're going to have to take it from her face to face, like Chloe Marks is going to try to do right here, right now. Amber Reed almost looking at Chloe Marks, unsure of what to think about her. Although Chloe Marks has come a very, very long way since she first debuted here in CMV, maybe for a lot of the veteran women in that locker room, she has yet to truly prove herself. Will she here tonight? If victorious, I'd say certainly so. That's what it's all about. I mean, look at the last few weeks alone. Chloe Marks has put on banger after banger, but also has taken loss after loss to Ashley Riot, and then last episode to Ashley Rain. Collar elbow tie in the middle of the ring, dropping Chloe on her head. Immediately not a good start for the challenger, and a knee to the face as well. As Amber takes a hold of Chloe's head, saying, you want to get hardcore, let's get hardcore then. Rolling neck snap. Tries for a stomp, Chloe to her feet. Gonna mow Amber down with that shoulder tackle. Now pulling her into a short arm clothesline. Not just one, not just two, but three of them. Quick kick to the side of the head. Reed gets herself back up to her feet and right back to smashing Chloe's head off the canvas. Now Chloe sending Amber Reed down to the outside. Again, no countouts here, and Chloe letting out a roar as she goes to the top rope. Big time risk being taken here early on as she waits for Reed to get to her feet. Wow, a forearm smash from the top rope all the way down to the outside. Through caution to win there. Luckily, it paid off for Chloe Marks as now she applies the figure four head scissors. It's not falls count anywhere though. Chloe trying to wear Amber Reed down early on, throwing her shoulder first into the steel post. That certainly isn't going to tickle. So much action to look forward to here tonight, my friends. Gonna see Violet Evans one-on-one with the returning Nova. So excited to have Nova back. We've got Ashley Rain, the Women's World Champion, non-title match against Joy Justice. John Lipnick, guys, says he's going to declare war on the history of CMV here tonight. And let's not forget our main event, that six-man tag team matchup. Who is going to be the mystery partner of Jeremy Barmore and Johnny Cloudcutter? That's Chloe Marks, drops Amber Reed on that top rope, gets back into the ring. Out of the collar double time, kick to the gut, and a simple hangman's neck breaker. Simple but effective. Reed gets right back up though. Tries for a hook to the jaw, does Chloe. Kick to the midsection by Amber Reed. And a knee to the face. Kick to the back, forearm smash to the gut, kick to the gut, and a brain buster. All Amber Reed right now. Things not looking too great for Chloe Marks. As Amber, remembering, oh yeah, this is an Extreme Rules match, grabs a sledgehammer. Oh, and right down onto the quad. And again, tries for a third time, but Chloe able to stop that from happening. Can't stop the barrage of Amber Reed here. Able to counter Amber Reed's attempted takedown with a DDT. Now Chloe runs to the outside, grabbing a baseball bat. Right to the head of Amber Reed, but Amber with a kick, gonna knock the bat out of Chloe's hands. Chloe gotta think quick here. Irish whip, sending Amber to the opposite side of the ring. Full steam ahead with a big old body splash. Chloe stalking Amber, tries for a right hook, but Amber catches it. And again, with the Snapdragon suplex. Chloe Gotta go back to what worked earlier in the match. The short arm clothesline combination there. Only gets her a 1 count, and Chloe with a look on her face, almost as if to say, what the hell am I gonna do here? Oh, crucifix driver, well that's what she's gonna do. 1, 2, and we almost had a new women's hardcore champion right there. But Amber Reed, tough as nails, we all know this. Barely surviving as now she walks Chloe over to the ropes, dropping her chest first. And the dreaded, brutal foot DDT. Back to the sledgehammer. To the midsection this time. And the knee. And the shoulder. Now the back of the other knee. Every single part of Chloe's body getting targeted by Amber Reed with that sledgehammer. But Chloe still standing. Gets thrown down. And now Amber Reed looking to finish her off with perhaps the Revolution knee, but Mark senses it. Able to get to her feet, thrown down with a snapmare. Tornado kick! Did you see the way that Chloe's head snapped back there? And Amber just viciously picking apart Chloe Marks here. Air raid siren neckbreaker vintage Amber Reed to retain the Women's Hardcore Championship. 1, 2. Look at the way Amber looks at Murphy, not believing that that wasn't a 3 count. She's got the sledgehammer again to the elbow, to the chest. Chloe cannot let this keep up. Oh! Chloe tried to pick up the sledgehammer, and it gave Amber Reed an opening. Rolling Thunder complete shot to retain the Women's Hardcore Championship. Chloe was going to try to give Amber Reed a taste of her own medicine with the sledgehammer, but it left her exposed. And Amber Reed capitalizing to prove that she deserves to be the Women's Hardcore Champion, and she ain't no paper champion. A great matchup indeed. Still the Women's Hardcore Champion, the history maker, Amber Reed. A great showing by Chloe Marks as per the usual, but also another tough loss.
Well. Hello there. If you haven't heard the news, the War Goddess has signed to CMV. You know, ladies and gentlemen, what a special clause in my contract. I'm able to choose my very first opponent in my first match at Validation. And it's pretty simple. I knew the moment I put my name on the dotted line who I want my first match to be against. So the Validation, I'm calling out Amber Reed. You and me know each other very, very well. Let's do this one more time.
as we get ready for our next matchup here tonight on Shockwave, episode 32, my friends. Massive announcement there by Tora Troy Evans, calling out Amber Reed for a matchup in 2 weeks of validation. Evans just officially signing with CMV last week, and well, as she said herself, apparently a special clause in her contract allowing her to pick her very first opponent. And she wants Amber Reed. If you don't know about the history between those two, they've had some phenomenal, unforgettable matches, and they're looking to add another chapter to their long history at validation in 2 weeks' time. But as you can see, Richard Delaney, the traitor, in the ring, getting ready for some action as he's set to go one-on-one with Brandon Ace. And it was at Mob Violence that, well, Delaney revealed to the world his true colors. He picked his side, and he picked the company when he stabbed Dante Tatum in the back and actually took Shay Hoxton's place in that match against the Catalyst and won after 3 spears to his former stablemate. And I definitely, personally, agree with Delaney's choice. I kind of relate it to Hunter Quinn a little bit. Finally, the two of them doing what's best for themselves rather than others. And we saw just how reinvigorated Richard Delaney was in that match at Mob Violence, man. Tore Dante Tatum apart. Will he do the same to Brandon Ace here tonight, who had a bit of a disappointing appearance in the Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence? Just about got instantly eliminated. Didn't get a chance to get going, but the 24-karat superstar, who is a friend of Dante Tatum, looking to perhaps get a bit of payback on his behalf here. But as we see, Richard Delaney not coming down to the ring alone. He's got Xander Slate and Shay Hoxton with him. The two of them going to be a part of our main event here tonight, 6-man tag team action, as they'll team up with Intercontinental Champion Hunter Quinn to take on Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloudcutter, and a mystery partner. They've been tasked with finding a third. Who will they find? As we see Delaney toss Brandon Ace overhead with a capture suplex. Slate and Hawks looking dashing as always. Nice counter by Ace out of the scoop slam into a reverse DDT. And now going to pull Delaney up into a fisherman's driver. That's some real power right there as he goes to the top rope. Delaney might be a shorter guy, but he is thick as all hell. That was not how Brandon Ace intended to connect with that maneuver, but that was actually pretty brutal, man. The heel of his boot smacking right off the face of Delaney, and another fisherman's driver. Delaney thrown down to the outside. He is a company man now. Xander Slate and Shay Hoxton saying they see the future of CMV and Richard Delaney, that he was wasting away as a member of Chain Reaction. And it seems like Delaney agrees. And at this point, guys, it seems like Jackson Wright has finally gotten what he wanted. Chain Reaction is no more. Ken Donahue taken out of the picture at the hands of the agent. Back in attack in Australia. Harry Heenan has been MIA for weeks at this point. And now Delaney switching sides. Busted open though here at ringside as Brandon Ace is just going hard right now. Up to a count of 8 though. Murphy telling these two to get back into the ring. Ace doesn't really seem to give a damn though. Revolution knee. Just throws himself at Ace. Does Delaney, and it works. Tossing Ace overhead like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Now we're up to a count of 11, getting into dangerous territory. Brandon Ace finally brings this fight back into the squared circle. Delaney trying to get to his feet. Brandon Ace waiting for him, but Delaney a little bit quicker. Into a barmore to belly. shades of his former rival. Now Jelani gonna show Brandon Ace how to hit a fisherman's driver properly. Anything you can do, I can do better type B here. And again, Jelani looks like he's bleeding from a cut on his nose due to those stomps at ringside. Brandon Ace with the dragon twist cutter. Center of the ring, he's got Jelani in a bad way. 1, 2, but only a 2 count for the 24-karat superstar. We know he's not going to stop there, though. Going for the 24-karat knee, maybe, but Jelani was ready for it. Now look at this. Jelani waiting for Ace to get to his feet. Oklahoma Stampede, and Jelani feeling himself right now. Lets out a big roar before going for the pin. Might have wasted some time there, and it costs him. Not finished, however. Jelani pulling Ace to his feet. Oh no! Gonna look to break Bison's powerbomb record from earlier tonight. 20 powerbombs to Jackson James. Well, there's 3. Still not finished. Jelani out with a spear, but Ace able to hop over him. Talk about reflexes. Cat-like in the case of Brandon Ace. Gonna blind him. And that was a very, very nasty shot. Brandon Ace bleeding profusely now from a cut on his forehead. Jelani just walking him around the ring, giving him pendulum backbreaker after pendulum backbreaker, able to block that bicycle big boot. Attempts to throw him out of the ring, but Ace gonna save himself, giving Jelani a taste of the top turnbuckle now, putting him in the tree of woe position. Brandon Ace, hang on a second, the 24-karat superstar, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, saying a prayer as he goes coast to coast. Brandon Ace taking a big shot himself there, but will it pay off? Jelani hurt. Brandon Ace knows it. Dragging him away from the ropes as he looks for the 24-karat knee. Falls into the pin. 1, 2. Somehow not enough to keep down Jelani. Thank you for the sub, Suntan. You gorgeous man. Brandon Ace wasting no time as now he locks in a modified crossface. If the 24-karat knee didn't do the trick, maybe, just maybe this will. Both men bleeding. This has been a hard-hitting affair here between these two. Jelani refusing to tap, though. Ace has to let go. Trying to maybe make that cut on Jelani's nose worse to the top rope. Another Houston hangover. This time he properly hits it. Wait. Brandon Ace making sure Slayton Hawks see him hit a second. No! Counters the 24-karat knee. And another capture suplex. From the corner, Jelani has had enough. Lining up a shot. Spear! Cutting Brandon Ace down. 1, 2. What? Richard Jelani beside himself hitting that vintage shooting star press headbutt of his. Brandon's ribs have got to be feeling something. Another dragon twist cutter. A desperate Ace into the pin. 1, 2. A look of shock, a look of disbelief on the face of Brandon Ace. Wait a minute. A Moonalock! A Moonalock! Moonalock cinched in here by Brandon Ace. The Moonalock locked in. And Richard Jelani forced to tap. Brandon Ace can't even stand after such ferocious match. These two just beat the hell out of each other. But if Dante Tatum was watching, I'm sure he's happy to see that result. Brandon Ace fighting tooth and nail here tonight to pay back Richard Jeleni for what he did to Dante Tatum at Mob Violence. Well, the night's not over for Xander Slayton, Shea Hoxton, who are looking very upset at ringside. They're still set to partake in our main event later on tonight. But what a win for the young Brandon Ace. And guys, we're getting set for some more action here on Shockwave, episode 32. We've even taken backstage as I've been told that Bison has gotten his hands on Jet Suzuki. We know that Chris Diamond has already fled the arena after what Bison did to Jackson James earlier tonight. But it looks like Jet Suzuki not able to get away fast enough. And the Barbarian, what is he doing? Wait a minute, no, Bison! Oh my God! Just threw him off the top of the security office, and I don't think he's done. Bison splash! Holy shit! Bison killing Jackson James and now Jet Suzuki here tonight on Shockwave. It appears that Bison, not content with what he did to Jackson James earlier tonight, he's looking to take out every single member of Aurelius. And, well, like I said, Chris Diamond has already fled the arena, guys. That means there's only one member of Aurelius left, and that's Andre Rogers. If I was him right now, I'd be hopping in a car and driving out of state. Going to the airport, man. Booking myself a trip to the Caribbean or something. Good God. Hopefully the medical crew can move in and help out Jet Suzuki. But if I were them, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near the scene of the crime if Bison is still lurking. Absolutely unhinged is the Barbarian here tonight. Coming up next, as we can see, Battle Cat has already made his way to the ring. And it is our very first look at Damien Killfest. As mentioned before, a couple of debuts here tonight. Damien Killfest is one. Big Bo Beckham we'll see in action a little bit later on. We've already heard from Damien Killfest, his psychopathic ramblings. I don't know if I'm entirely comfortable, man, being this close to Mr. Killfest. Certainly couldn't pay me to be in the boots of Battle Cat here tonight. Well, we know he's clinically insane outside of the ring. And now we're going to find out what Damien Killfest is all about inside the ring. As Murphy rings that bell, and here we go. Battle Cat, Damien Killfest, one-on-one. Quick to send Killfest into the corner. A couple of knees from the Cat. Danger Cat about to come out here. File for gimmick infringement. Hey, it's Battle Cat with a K, all right? Kick to the knee and to the chest. Right into a short arm clothesline. Before taking a bite out of the fingy of Battle Cat. And not just once, apparently a very hungry boy. To the top rope, not a minute into this matchup. As he's gonna wait for Battle Cat to get to his feet. Meteora! Into a springboard moonsault. All right. I like what I'm seeing here from Damien Killfest. Another springboard moonsault, this time to the middle of the back. Follows it up with an attempted kick to the ribs, but Battle Cat going to catch that. Things are not looking very good right now for the Cat. Killfest tries to put him into the corner. Now sent out of the apron. Forearm smash. Damien. What the hell is he doing here? Oh, a half Tarantula. Not the full Tarantula, but still certainly not going to feel very good for Battle Cat, who now gets a boot to the face. Oh, and tries to jump off the apron for a senton, but Battle Cat with, might we say, cat-like reflexes and showing some tenacity there as he beckons for Killfest to join him in the ring. Despite the fact that Killfest has been largely dominating here, Battle Cat now has got the newcomer down and looking to keep him there. Nice joint manipulation by Battle Cat. Gonna drag him by arm and by legs in the middle of the ring. A lion salt. Oh. Looks like he miscalculated that one. Both men back to their feet at just about the same time. Nice high kick by Battle Cat. And again, seems like the only thing that's working for Battle Cat in this match. Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, all right? Why can't Battle Cat be a technical master? Why can't he rival the likes of Hall of Famer Dave Turner? Jawbreaker, stunning Battle Cat. Gives Damien an opening. Unloading with a vicious combination. Now spins him around, gets an elbow to the jaw. From the waistlock, Russian leg sweep, floats over into side control. Big old right hands to the jaw of Damien as he gets pulled to his feet. Another high kick, busting Killfest open. But guys, I think that just re-energizes Damien Killfest. We saw just how obsessed he is with blood the first time he spoke to the CMV Universe last week. Battle Cat doing all he can to maintain the upper hand. Out of the wheelbarrow into a double boot stop to the chest. Power elbow tie up now. Irish whip into the corner. And cautious approach here. Will it pay off as he spins Killfest around? Trying to put him up on the top rope. Maybe when Killfest wants nothing to do with it. Slamming him face first into the top turnbuckle. Now just stomping a mud hole in him. Holding his boot to the chest of Battle Cat's got to be careful here. Might be disqualified in a pendulum meteora. Seems like Killfest just having some fun at this point in the matchup as he pulls Battle Cat to his feet, hook to the jaw. Oh, hang on a minute, the Reckoning! The Reckoning from Damien Killfest shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3! And Damien Killfest, just like that, earning the victory in his debut. Will it indeed be a reckoning for the Shockwave locker room now that Damien Killfest has arrived? A scary, downright terrifying individual. Battle Cat has the right idea. Getting the hell out of there. I wouldn't stick around. And the action just continues getting better and better here tonight on Shockwave episode 32. As of course at Mob Violence we saw a load of returns. None more shocking than of course Bison, who ended up winning the Men's Royal Rumble match, and well, here tonight has been wreaking havoc, hunting down every single member of Aurelius. But when it came to the Women's Royal Rumble match, Nova made her return. The first time we've seen her since the end of last season, guys. 8 months plus. But her grand return was soiled as she was almost immediately eliminated by Violet Evans. Afterwards, Violet Evans saying she loved her time in the Royal Rumble match, continually throwing out all the fan favorites and especially Nova, saying she wasn't about to let Nova come back after taking a nice long vacation and try and take a win like that from she and her girls. But what a performance overall Otranto had in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Of course, Beatrice Lotus setting a new record for most eliminations in a Women's Royal Rumble match. And both she and Violet Evans had a very long time spent in the Rumble. But there she is, the former Women's World Champion, former Women's Tag Team Champion, a jacked up Nova yoked, looking to make up for that disappointing return in the Royal Rumble match. By getting a bit of revenge on Violet Evans here tonight. Nova not seeing all that concerned with Violet Evans having Yvonne Ivy and Beatrice Lotus in her corner, but Nova's been away from the game for a long time, and in her absence, Otranto has been slowly but surely taking over the women's division. Tanahashi clothesline from Nova, kick to the side of the head. Violet Evans looking to perhaps put Nova right back out of action. Caught with that reverse STO. We didn't get to see a lot from Nova in that Women's Royal match, so I couldn't say if there was ring rust on her or not, but we'll find out for sure here in this one. Oh, kick to the side of the head, knocking Nova down to the outside, right at the feet of Ivy and Lotus, the Women's Tag Team Champions. They're not going to get involved, though. Violet Evans going to collect her opponent, gets thrown shoulder first into the barricade. Quick elbow to the midsection, though. Evans back to her feet, forearm smash. Tries again, but nobody able to catch it. And throwing Evans right into Beatrice Lotus there, who doesn't react. Doesn't want to risk a disqualification here. Gets back into the ring, does Nova. I can't believe how phenomenal Nova looks. She's obviously spent her time away from CMV in the gym daily. You look back at Nova the last time we saw her, at the end of last season. She was a short, skinny little thing, but now she has put on the muscle mass. Might be one of the most yoked women in the division now. We'll see if that comes with some newfound power. She's showing off that speed we're used to seeing from her. Look at this, bending Violet Evans over her knees, but escapes with that little tadpole splash. Knife edge chop, and again, this season, guys, is coming to an end. Only a couple more months. You know that Violet Evans wants to accomplish her goal of becoming Women's World Champion. Taking out someone the caliber of Nova, she knows full well will send her up the rankings. Ari Lee first in line, winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, gets her shot against Ashley Rain in 2 weeks at Validation. Still set to see Ashley Rain in action tonight. Non-title matchup with Joy Justice. But Nova maybe feeling as though she let down the CM Universe with her lackluster performance in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Thanks to Violet Evans. Wants to make up for it here. So far holding her own. Favoring the Tana. Whoa! Whoa, 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 wait a second. Whoa. We've seen Violet Evans use that trick before. I'm not too sure for her, though, since Yvonne Ivy and Beatrice Lotus are at ringside. Typically, they're backstage. Apparently, they've got some more help. Or maybe Violet Evans truly does just possess some sort of supernatural power to play with the lights here in the arena. An homage to Shea Hoxton, the 21, didn't keep Nova down, though. A German suplex, just throwing her about, and a knee to the side of the head. This season, guys, the women's division has truly peaked. Putting on consistently bangers. More often than not. Earning match of the night. And that's why the likes of Nova returning. They want to be a part of this division. It's the hottest it has ever been, the most competitive it has ever been. That's why you got the likes of Tora Troy Evans showing up. Vintage Nova with the leg drop bulldog. Will it be enough to keep Violet Evans down, though? 1, 2, almost. Almost not good enough. Nova looking a bit worried as she goes to the top rope. Not wasting any time now. Waiting very patiently as Evans gets to her feet. What the hell is this? Trying to go for a double knee face breaker, I think. Violet Evans going to be thanking the wrestling god she was able to avoid that. Butterfly suplex. Violet Evans going to drag her away from the ropes by arm and by leg. Oh, she's looking for that Romero special Dragon Sleeper. Nova obviously doing her homework. Pulls her into a back suplex. Gonna go for it again. And it looks like this time, Nova not gonna be able to avoid it. Right in the middle of the ring as well. This is very, very bad for the former Women's World Champion. Romero Special Dragon Sleeper is locked in. Nova's body being bent back. Absolutely sickening, cringe-inducing, but she's able to escape. Both women on their feet. Nova with a snapmare and a drop kick to the face. Again, she goes to the top rope. But this time looking for a frog splash. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Yvonne Ivy and Beatrice Lotus looking not so happy at ringside. I think we can definitively say at this point there's no ring rust on Nova. She is running at full speed in that ring right now. Tries for a stomp. Violet Evans throws out a spinning back elbow, which Nova's able to get out of the way of. Grabs her by the hair. Takes the arm, smacks it off the canvas. And another rolling neck snap. The head and neck have certainly become a major target for Nova in this matchup. Another leg drop bulldog. Shoots the half, hooks the leg. Will it be enough this time to keep Violet Evans down? Yes, it will! Nova with a successful return to the ring here tonight on Shockwave. Highly competitive matchup here between these two, but Nova making Violet Evans pay for tossing her out of the Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence. And it looks like Violet Evans not going to be able to so easily put Nova back on the shelf. Oh, Nova better be careful. Looks like Beatrice Lotus wants a quick word. Perhaps things not over here between Trento and Nova. And it looks as though, guys, Bison has finally managed to track down Andre Rogers again. We're preparing for our next matchup here. But Bison, who already here tonight, put down Jackson James, put down Jet Suzuki, now dragging Andre Rogers down the ramp. Powerbomb onto the apron, then whipping him shoulder first into the canvas. I thought Andre Rogers may be able to make it out of the arena before Bison hunted him down, but no such luck for the 26-year-old piece of gold trying to get to his feet. But Bison right there to meet him. Powerbomb after powerbomb after powerbomb. As is the huge for Bison. 20 to Jackson James earlier tonight. Powerbomb Jet Suzuki off the top of the security office through a table. Oh my Lord, Bison not declaring war on Chris Diamond and Aurelius here tonight. Ripping Aurelius apart before the war can even begin. How many power bombs is that? Jesus, man. Bison has become totally unhinged. Returning after 5 long years at Mob Violence to win the Men's Royal Rumble match. But he didn't just come here tonight to pick his opponent for validation in 2 weeks. Oh, he picked his opponent all right. He marked Chris Diamond for death, and now he's making sure no one is going to get between he and Diamond come validation. First Jackson James, then Jet Suzuki, and now Andre Rogers finally finishing with an emphatic Bison bomb, and the Barbarian taking his leave. And hopefully, God willing, the onslaught is finally over for tonight. Chris Diamond has already left. He got the hell out of here the moment he saw Bison coming down that ramp, making a beeline for him. But his boys not so lucky. Jackson James, Jet Suzuki, and Andre Rogers all torn to shreds by the Barbarian here tonight. And at least for now, his thirst has been quenched. But Chris Diamond is marked. And at validation, he's going to have to find some kind of way to defend his undisputable heavyweight championship against Bison. Just as Ashley Rain will be defending her women's world championship against the women's Royal Rumble match winner, guys, Ari Lee, the rookie, who only 3 weeks after debuting here in CMV entered at number 22 in the women's Royal Rumble match and went all the way. And now she's got her shot against the Queen of CMV at validation. A little bit of a warm-up for Ashley Rain tonight as she takes on an old rival, Enjoy Justice. Rain coming off of that successful defense against Ashley Raya at Mob Violence, looking to end the season as Women's World Champion. And if I know Rain, I believe I do after all these years, she's going to be underestimating Ari Lee. And I can't say in this instance that I blame her. Ari Lee has not even been here a month, guys. But here she is with this truly golden opportunity. But she earned it. It wasn't given to her. It wasn't luck. Ari Lee proved that she deserves a shot at the Women's World Championship, winning that Royal Rumble match. Now the question is, can she make the most of it at Validation? These two go way back. Years and years ago that Joy Justice won the Queen of the Ring tournament by last defeating Ashley Rain. It was very shortly after that Rain took her extended leave from CMV. Went on hiatus, and when she came back, it was that new attitude that we had to become accustomed to. That now has led Ashley Rain to all the success she has had this season. Winning the Queen of the Ring tournament. Winning the Women's World Championship. 2 defenses under her belt already. Will she make it 3 at Validation? Or will Aria Lee have maybe the quickest come-up in recent years here in CMV? Swoop slam attempt by Joy Justice, drops down behind us, Rain. These two did face off last month as well, one-on-one. And Joy Justice was victorious. That was when Rain was not the Women's World Champion, though. Joy Justice wins here tonight. Could see herself receiving a shot at the title before this season comes to an end. Jared Leon, the husband of Joy Justice, in her corner, always showing support as Joy continues to have her way with the Queen of CMV. Still to come here tonight. Got the debut of Big Bo Beckham. Will he follow up on Damian Kilfest's debut from earlier tonight, picking up a win against Battle Cat? And our main event, 6-man tag team action. Xander Slate, Shay Hoxton, and Hunter Quinn taking on Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloudcutter, and a mystery partner. Have they been able to find someone to join their ranks here tonight? Or will we end up having a handicap match on our hands? Rain stomps away the face of Joy Justice. Nothing pretty about that. Ashley Rain sent to the outside. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Joy Justice coming to say, how do you do, though? Not looking to give Rain any sort of time to catch her breath. Numerous kicks to the middle of the back. Not too technical, but certainly effective, pissing off Rain. Gets to her feet, running neckbreaker to the matriarch of the Justice family. Throwing her into the barricade. Rain taking the time she has to get back into the ring and clapping her hands as if to say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Giving Joy Justice all the time in the world here. Joy's just having herself a bit of a nap as she's leaning against the barricade, though. Finally gets back into the ring. Rain trying for a kick to the midsection. There's a kick to the back of the leg. And now a Rain Buster hooks the leg. 1, 2. Wow. Wouldn't blame you for thinking the matchup was going to be over right there. 2.999. Joy working quickly. Oh, the Irish curse. Rain scrambling to quickly get to her feet, but Joy Justice keeping her down. Didn't see that kick to the head coming, though. Ashley Rain, there's a reason we call her small but mighty. A whole lot of meanness packed into a small frame. You wouldn't expect the kind of ferocity. Stomp to the arm. Rain gonna give Joy a taste of the canvas with the stomp right into the pin. Oh, and come on. 1, 2. Whoa. Oh right, Joy Justice eating the stomp and able to escape that dirty pin. And now Ashley Rain has got Joy Justice peeved. Rain trying to hang on, gets pulled out of the corner though. That alley-oop. The spider spike. Striking Rain down. And Justice not going to stop there. Looking to keep her down with the go-home driver. 1, 2. Joy Justice at least not yet going to get as lucky as she did the last time these two faced off. An appreciative crowd here chanting fight forever. Loving what they're seeing from these two. Schoolboy Super Kick Vintage Rain. Immediately trying to put Joy Justice into the corner. That can mean only one thing. Ashley Rain looking for sliced oranges. Into the pin, wasting no time. 1, 2, 3, and Rain with yet another victory. En route to validation, where she defends her Women's World Championship, guys, against an unknown in Ari Lee. Oh, and speak of the devil, guys, look who it is. Women's Royal Rumble match winner Ari Lee coming out onto the stage, making sure that Rain is not underestimating her. Ari Lee seems ready for the fight. Is Ashley Rain. That's right, my friends. Ascendance returns to the O2 Arena in London, the United Kingdom, for Ascendance 11, coming June 2023. But coming up next here on Shockwave, episode 32, Alexander back in action, and she's going to welcome Big Bo Beckham to Shockwave. Alexander just making his debut a couple of weeks ago with a victory against Sergeant Alvarez, but more recently we saw him actually knocked off by Jaden Briggs on Aftershock. Jaden Briggs finally after months and months and months bringing his losing streak to an end at the expense of Alexander. Alexander looking to bounce back by ruining the debut of Big Bo Beckham here tonight. We saw earlier tonight Damian Kilfest make his debut here on Shockwave, knocking off Battle Cat. Will Big Bo Beckham have such luck himself? Look at the size of this motherfucker. There's a reason they call him Big Bo Beckham. And he definitely seems amped up, man. Ready for his CMV debut. I like the energy, but will it be enough to handle the villain, Alexander? Here tonight, Murphy getting things started. Alexander is not a small individual, just dwarfed here by Beckham, who is a massive, massive human being. Tries for a belly-to-belly. 3 punches right between the eyes. No good for Big Bo. Now gets pulled into a Samoan drop. To the top rope. Quick thinking by Alexander here. As Beckham gets to his feet and Alexander lays him out with a neck breaker. Pulling him into a triangle choke. Things not looking too great for Big Bo now. But able to use his power to get out of that predicament, although it looks like some damage has been done to his throat. Drops down behind his Alexander. Shot to the quad, takes him off his feet. Alexander wanting to keep him there. Now into a sharpshooter. Alexander wanting to show off his submission prowess here tonight, it would seem. But escapes that as well, does Big Bo Beckham. Knife edge chop, and again blocked though by Beckham. Looking for a choke slam all the way up and back down again. Thunderous impact. Now while he's got Alexander grounded, target that left leg, pulls him up off the canvas for a running power slam. Into a pin, 1, 2. Maneuver like that, wouldn't be surprised to see Beckham put him right through the goddamn canvas. And even a more amazing power showcased, a deadlift military press. Grabbing Alexander by his man bun. Has him in the fireman's carry position. Gonna blind him with the snake eyes. Trying to keep him down in the corner, but Alexander able to grab the boot, making him chip a tooth. Hesitant is Alexander, and that's going to cost him, or maybe not. A few elbows to the midsection. Alexander looking to shake it off. Knee to the gut, kick to the chest, spinning back elbow. Another kick to the chest, putting Beckham down, setting him up for that Meteora. Beautiful jumping cutter. Will that be the end of Big Bo Beckham here in his debut on Shockwave? No, it will not. But the end, it may be nigh, as Alexander looking for that see it. Is Beckham ready for it? Drops him with a jawbreaker I've never seen before. Whatever Beckham was going to look to hit there, though. Alexander holding him into the triangle choke again. I don't think Big Bo's going to be so quick to escape this time. Alexander wearing him down throughout the course of this matchup, but even still, Beckham again. Keeping his head above the water, both men to their feet. Slamming him into the corner, tossing him out into the middle of the ring like a rag doll. And again, the deadlift military press. Never gonna get any less impressive. That is power personified right there. Knife edge chop. Into a pop-up German suplex. He's just throwing Alexander around, man. From pillar to post. Alexander can't let this keep up. A third deadlift military press. That is a long way down. And now Big Bo Beckham, he calls this no days off. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. But Alexander not ready to call it quits just yet. Big Bo Beckham, not a fan. Escapes a potential camel clutch there. And another jumping cutter. This time Alexander not going to go for the pin, going to make sure the job is done. Ripcord lariat making it rain. 1, 2, 3, and Alexander getting the W. Big Bo Beckham with an impressive display of his power in this matchup, but the speed, agility, and quick thinking of Alexander awarding him the win here tonight, but apparently it's not enough for the villain. Further ruining the debut of Big Bo Beckham with a totally unnecessary post-match attack here.
It is now time for John Lipnick's War on History. Trust the process. Trust John Lipnick.
Well, coming up next, my friends, it is our co-main event here on Shockwave, episode 32, and the beginning of John Lipnick's War on History. Lipnick none too happy with the fact that Bison returned after 5 long years at Mob Violence and won the Royal Rumble match. John Lipnick saying that was my match to win. The last few months I've been tearing through the Shockwave roster, win after win after win, and then this punk comes back after 5 years hanging out, cracking coconuts over his head, whatever the hell someone like Bison does in his spare time, and takes that win from me. The win I've been working so hard for. So John Lipnick, fueled by this anger, has declared war on the history of CMV. And here tonight, he has called out any two CMV alumni that want to face he and his disciple Michael Hawk in tag team action. So we're going to find out who, if anyone, is going to take Lipnick up on this offer. And it looks like we do have some takers, and my eyes have got to be deceiving me right now. There's no way that is who I think it is. No shot. Is that Twisted Cheese? That is Twisted Cheese. Moxie and Ramona. Twisted Cheese, man, this is a deep cut. This is a deep cut. Even some CMV veterans not going to know who the hell these guys are. The OG NGW. Twisted Cheese had a run in the tag team division. There was actually, I believe, 4 members in total, but it looks like only Moxie and Ramona making their return to CMV here tonight. I guess they heard Lipnick's challenge. They're going to earn themselves a nice little paycheck here tonight. Twisted Cheese returning to CMV. I don't even know how long it's been since the last time we saw these two. Years and years and years. This is not who I expected to answer the challenge here tonight. This would have been bottom of the list, man, if I was guessing. But here we go, John Lipnick kicking off this war as he's going to get things started against Ramona, who, if I remember correctly, is the lead singer of Twisted Cheese. Yes, indeed, Twisted Cheese, a band who worked part-time as wrestlers in the original run of NGW. I wonder what they've been doing after all these years. I think last I heard, a couple years ago, they were performing for a ham sandwich and a handshake at a local dive bar. So, again, this will be a nice little boost for Twisted Cheese, getting their name out there after all this time. Maybe book some bigger gigs. Maybe not only a ham sandwich and a handshake, but $5 as well. John Lipnick certainly not holding anything back as he makes the tag to Michael Hawk. Robert Cross, of course, at ringside. And John Lipnick did make it to the final 3 at Mob Violence, the Royal Rumble match. Ended up getting eliminated before Bison took out Troy Colt to win the whole damn thing. Does John Lipnick really want to be talking shit, though, about Bison after what we've seen here tonight? What happened to Jackson James, Jet Suzuki, and Andre Rogers? Maybe John Lipnick should keep to fighting the likes of Twisted Cheese before he digs his own grave. Lipnick should have expected that, man. That's what the Royal Rumble match is all about. I can understand his frustration. Lipnick has been doing incredibly well over the last few months. The win against Bob Luger at Regicide, the win against Walter Bollé at Attack in Australia, the wins he's been picking up on Shockwave over the last few weeks specifically, but then caught off guard, as was everyone else, by Bison at Mob Violence. Now, the history of CMV being targeted by John Lipnick and all of Renaissance. You see Michael Hawk going up to the top rope. Is this worth it for Twisted Cheese? Doing their part to defend the history of CMV. Ramona not allowing John Lipnick to try and get involved there. As Michael Hawk dragging Moxie into the corner. Last place he wants to be here. And a bit of teamwork between Michael Hawk and John Lipnick. Looks like the suplex bomb. 10 maneuver you don't see a whole lot of these days. I love that Twisted Cheese have not switched up their style at all. Appearance-wise, I mean. They look exactly the same as they did the last time I saw them in NGW. Lots of just getting thrown about by John Lipnick. Now he's got him in a stretch muffler. Lipnick with a torturous submission here. Gonna make Ramona pay for coming in to save his partner. Sarasi driver from the former undisputed heavyweight champion. CMV has a long history filled with some of the greatest names to ever lace up a pair of boots and step into a wrestling ring. The CMV ring, specifically. I don't know if John Lipnick truly knows what he's starting. Sure, Twisted Cheese, maybe not who he or I was expecting here tonight. Oh, look at that! Monty the catch Lipnick mid-air, though. Nice counter by the Rocker. Now, look, does not go top rope very often, and there's why. He's able to retake control. Uranagi putting Moxie down. Such force behind it. Not gonna go for the paint me like one of your French girls pin. Instead, from side control, laying into Moxie with these closed fists, and Lipnick has had enough of Twisted Cheese here tonight. It looks like the sweet embrace is locked in. Sweet embrace. Oh, he's taking him down. Taking him down with the sweet embrace. You don't typically see this from John Lipnick, but that's going to do it. Moxie having to give in. And John Lipnick scoring the first victory, winning the first battle, if you will, here in the war against the history of CMV. Yeah, Lipnick extra pissed off to take Moxie down like that. We never see John Lipnick apply the sweet embrace in that way. John Lipnick with yet another win. And Renassid standing tall. Lipnick far from finished, though. Won't rest, he says. Until he rewrites the history of CMV. Here we go, lads and gents. It is main event time. Shockwave episode 32. What a night it has been. But it culminates up next with some six-man tag team action. As we see the unified World Tag Team Champions, Xander Slate and Shay Hawks. And of course, guys, Octane Superstars. And, well, we heard how angry Octane General Manager Madison Wright was with Shockwave General Manager, her brother Jackson Wright, earlier tonight, booking her superstars, saying it's a breach of contract. But Jackson Wright telling her, what you don't understand is I'm serious. CMV, all of CMV is mine now. Madison Wright telling Jackson, if you want this war, I will embarrass you just like I did back at Ascendance 10. It seems like Madison finally taking her brother seriously. About time. Jackson Wright has been serious from the word go. Perhaps it was just Madison Wright not wanting to take her brother seriously, being willfully ignorant. But now she can no longer do that. Xander Slate, Shay Hawks are going to be teaming up with Jackson Wright's new right-hand man, Hunter Quinn. Take on Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloudcutter, guys, and a partner of their choosing. Now, Jackson Wright, the company, they have no shortage of enemies, so I feel like it's not going to be too hard for Barmore and Cloudcutter to find someone to help them out here tonight. Well, there, of course, is the new Intercontinental Champion, taking that title from Jeremy Barmore at Mob Violence. As I talked about during Richard Jelani's match a bit earlier tonight, and well, what I've been saying for weeks now, I think Hunter Quinn made the right choice. He finally stopped worrying about others and started worrying about numero uno, himself. And look, it's already paid off. Already, he's got a championship back over his shoulder thanks to the alliance he has formed with Jackson Wright. Well, we saw during the men's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, Hunter Quinn, in a very short amount of time, has got himself a whole lot of new enemies, surrounded by them in the Royal Rumble match. Same deal here tonight. Both Jeremy Barmore and Johnny Cloudcutter want his head on a silver platter. Xander Slate, Shay Hawkson, and Hunter Quinn. That is a scary trio right there. If I saw them coming at me in a dark alleyway, I'd be turning tail and getting the hell out of there as quickly as I possibly could. Jeremy Barmore, to begin with, wanted to make Hunter Quinn pay for what he did to Johnny Cloudcutter last month, but now Hunter Quinn taking the Intercontinental Championship from him. The workhorse is worked up. Hunter Quinn telling Jeremy Barmore that he has no more friends, and proved that by viciously assaulting Fidel De La Rosa on the last episode of Octane for his match with Danger Cat. Barmore may have lost a friend in Hunter Quinn, but he's still got a couple of boys he can call on. one of which made his return in the men's Royal match at Mob Violence. Johnny Cloudcutter, of course, taken out by Hunter Quinn last month after that qualifying match for the six-pack challenge at Attack on Australia, which Johnny Cloudcutter won, and it was afterwards that Hunter Quinn snapped, beating the hell out of Johnny Cloudcutter, concussing him and costing Cloudcutter his spot in that six-pack challenge at Attack on Australia. But Cloudcutter don't give a damn about that. He's back now, and he wants vengeance. He wants to make Hunter Quinn pay. The question here tonight is, have Jeremy Barmore and Johnny Cloudcutter found themselves a tag team partner? Or are we going to have a handicap match on our hands? CMV has been divided. A war raging. Sides being taken. Who's willing to defy Jackson Wright in order to help Barmore and Cloudcutter here tonight? Oh, wait a minute! No shot, is that who I think it is? It's Dante Tatum! Dante Tatum willing to lend his aid to Jeremy Barmore and Johnny Cloudcutter here tonight. The men that he tried to destroy, the men that he tried to kill for months and months on end from the start of this new season. A war that was waged by Johnny Cloudcutter, Hunter Quinn, Jeremy Barmore, and others against Chain Reaction, but now Dante Tatum, with Chain Reaction being no more, forced to rely on the aid of rivals. But after what Jackson Wright, the agent, the company did to Ken Donahue back in Attack on Australia, I don't think Dante Tatum gives a damn who he has to work with if it means getting his hands on those that played a part in the downfall of Chain Reaction and what happened to Ken Donahue and what led to Richard Delaney's betrayal. Sometimes you can't pick your allies, especially at a time like this. And Dante Tatum seems willing to put the past behind him, at least here tonight. Are Barmore and Cloudcutter going to be so willing, though? As we see that Xander Slate and Jeremy Barmore are going to get things started here. And just looking at Dante Tatum and Johnny Cloudcutter standing side by side on the apron, that is a sight that I never in a million years would have thought that we would see again here in CMV. Johnny Cloudcutter quickly tagged in. Xander Slate going to grab him by the back of the neck. Throw him into the corner. Not where he wants to be, a Slate. Fires off with some elbows. Cloudcutter using the quickness of his to get out of harm's way, but Slate, the single knee backbreaker into the bro kick. Slate making his own tag to Shea Hoxton. In times of war, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, to be able to fight. And it seems like Barmore and Cloudcutter, Tatum, they know that. I don't know if Dante Tatum and Johnny Cloudcutter, look at that, tag made, are ever going to have that friendship they once had that Dante Tatum spit on damn near not only ended the career of Johnny Cloud Cutter, almost ended his life. Back at Revamp. And who will ever forget their exposed boards match in the main event of Ascendance 10? But all these months and months later, both men forced to let bygones be bygones. Otherwise, if they don't work together, they might both end up falling at the hands of Jackson Wright and the company. This was the matchup we were supposed to see at Mob Violence. Hawks, Tatum one-on-one, but as we all know, Richard Delaney, oh, come on. Flipping Tatum off, adding insult to injury as there's the tag for the Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Quinn. Richard Delaney kind of hammering the final nail into the coffin of Chain Reaction at Mob Violence. When he showed his true colors when he joined the company and defeated Dante Tatum. Tag to Barmore. Tatum, knowing Barmore wants to put hands on Quinn, pick it up where they left off at Mob Violence. Kicks out the knee, DDT! And takes a bite out of Barmore's finger. And into a cross-arm bar. Quinn gonna try to rip that arm off. Maybe fry it up. Wouldn't be surprised. The Psycho Killer. Drag now over to the ropes. Counters the Irish Whip. Tries for a clothesline. Yeah, Barmore like a freaking stampeding rhino. Just blasting Hunter Quinn. Sends him flying. There's a knee to the face. Tag to Johnny Cloud Cutter. Hunter Quinn wants nothing to do with Johnny Cloud Cutter. Makes the hot tag to Xander Slate. Hunter Quinn, for the most part, able to avoid Cloud Cutter in the Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence, but trying to avoid him here tonight as well. Cloud Cutter put into the corner. The OG Dirty Heel with a perfect plex from Brett's rope. No bridge to try and pin, though. Into a rear naked choke, body scissors applied to Xander Slate. Trying to squeeze the life out of Cloud Cutter here, but the former undisputed world heavyweight champion able to escape. You can see him trying to shake it off. Slate had that locked in for a good couple of seconds. Now some elbows to the midsection. Great counter by Johnny Cloud Cutter, using Slate's momentum against him there with the standing Spanish fly. Tag to Big Barmore. Throws Slate up into the fireman's carry position, dropping him on the top rope. And another tag. Brings Cloud Cutter back in, up to Brett's rope. Stalking Slate, who gets to his feet. Hurricane Rana! Tagging in and out. Kind of leaving Dante Tatum on the back burner. Super kick by the OG Dirty Heel, follows up by making a tag to Hoxton. Barmore to his feet. Hoxton with some slaps right across the face. Barmore saying, "What the hell are you thinking?" Hoxton knows exactly what he's doing though, trying to anger Barmore, trying to get him emotional. Pays off there, DDT, and here we go. In comes Hunter Quinn once more. He and Barmore are going to meet face to face. Release Tiger Bomb. That's how Hunter Quinn beat Jeremy Barmore at Mob Violence. Will it beat him again here tonight? No. Quinn's not finished, however. Barmore slipping into the deep end, and Hunter Quinn looking to drown him. Yokosuka Cutter busts Barmore open, but out of instinct just starts to crawl to the corner. Hot tag made to Cloud Cutter. A tag also made to Shea Hoxton, though. European uppercut kicks out the knee. DDT. Double knees to the gut. Goes back for A couple more. Now choking Cloud Cutter out. Always has to be careful not to be disqualified. Hunter Quinn, now he wants a piece of Johnny Cloud Cutter. Seems like he's finally done running. Gonna face the consequences for what he did last month. Oh, reverse DDT down onto the knee and then slamming Johnny right down onto the mat. Shoots the half lateral press. Very lazy pin here by the Intercontinental Champion. Only gets a 1 count because of it. Knee to the side of the head. All Hunter Quinn right now. Talking about letting your emotions get the better of you. Johnny Cloud Cutter made it play right into the hands of Hunter Quinn here tonight. Psycho Drilla, 1, 2, but broken up by Barmore. Barmore with a nasty looking cut on his forehead. Blood trickling down his face. Cloud Cutter finally able to get himself an opening chop block, taking Quinn off his feet. Tag made to Dante Tatum. Still cannot believe that I am seeing Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloud Cutter, and Dante Tatum on the same team. Look at that. Cheap shot by Quinn. The Cloud Cutter on the apron. But Tatum going to use the distraction. Pop-up powerbomb countered by Quinn with a Hurricane Rana. When do you ever see Quinn hit a fucking Hurricane Rana? Elbows to the gut. Tatum not wanting to get put in the corner. That's a bad part of town to travel to. If you are the catalyst. Kick to the midsection. The heel of his boot connecting with the back of Tatum's head. Forearm smash. Look how Tatum gets right back up. Tag made to Shea Hoxton. Irish whip. Throwing him down to the outside. Seems like Hoxton just wants to give himself a couple of seconds to catch his breath here. Watching Tatum from afar. Back into the ring. Squaring up. Dragging him over to the ropes. Hoxton with a rope-assisted powerbomb. Kick to the side of the head. Tatum's that type of guy, man. Even when he's down, he's never fully out. So dangerous. When he's on his back, it doesn't matter. Hoxton able to escape the corner. They're throwing Tatum right into Johnny Cloud Cutter, and now going to go for Jeremy Barmore too. Taking on all 3 members of the opposing team by himself. Looks to take a cheap shot at Johnny Cloud Cutter. Cloud Cutter fights back, but gets knocked off the apron. And now look at Hawks. Daring Barmore to try something. Meanwhile, Tatum's back into the ring from behind, lifting reverse DDT. Tatum waiting for Hoxton to get back to his feet. Hoxton throws out a wild right hook, does not connect, but able to get Tatum into the corner. And as he turns him around, gonna try to put him up on the top rope, maybe looking for the Super 21. Hurricane Rana from Tatum. Hawks straight back up to his feet, tagged to Barmore. Hoxton trying to egg Barmore on before. Walking him over to the corner, dropping him into the snake eyes out of the fireman's carry position. Hoxton gonna play around with the 5 count. Pendulum Meteora. Of course, strutting his stuff as he walks out in the middle of the ring. Tag to Xander Slate. This is a one-on-one matchup I would love to see. 2 big, beefy boys slapping meat. Claps the temples. Rocking Jeremy Barmore, leading into a European uppercut to the back of the head. Slate not taking his foot off the pedal though. Looking like he's setting up for a maybe vertical suplex. Fights out of it as Barmore into a power slam. Not done is the workhorse, looking for that patented dragon sleeper of his. Hoxton not going to give Barmore the chance to try and put Slate to sleep. Running interference. Barmore going to take care of the gambling man. This is giving Slate a whole lot of time to rest up though. Barmore fully focused on Hoxton, and Slate back to his feet. Bring him into the corner. Barmore stopping him short. Saying what up to Hunter Quinn as he tries to blind Xander Slate fully. Take out his other eye. Quick to work as the OG Dirty Heel single knee backbreaker. We know what comes next. Bro kick! And immediately makes the tag to Hunter Quinn as Barmore desperately tries to crawl to his corner, and it looks like Quinn's gonna let him make the hot tag. Quinn apparently wants a piece of Dante Tatum here, and he's gonna get it. How long did Hunter Quinn fight on behalf of Johnny Cloudcutter, waging war against Chain Reaction? And now Quinn, seeing Johnny Cloudcutter and Dante Tatum working together because they have to. Jackson Wright, the company, Hunter Quinn, it left them no choice. A line has been drawn in the sand. You're on one side or the other. Dante Tatum has picked his side. Like I said before, he doesn't care who the hell he has to work with if it means he gets his hands on Jackson Wright. And from the corner, decapitate him. No, countered by the Intercontinental Champion. Immediately makes the tag to Shea Hoxton. Looks like Hunter Quinn doesn't want a piece of Dante Tatum after all. But Dante Tatum not finished with the Psycho Killer. DDT off the apron. Shea Hoxton just watching from inside the ring. He's seen enough. German suplex throwing Tatum right into the apron. Quinn back to his feet. And now Dante surrounded as he gets thrown. Hoxton. Really slow, calculated combination. Softening Tatum up, able to escape the fireman's carry position, though into a reverse DDT. Main event of Shockwave, episode 32, six-man tag team action. A sight I believe none of us ever thought we would see. Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloudcutter, and Dante Tatum on the same team. Forced to work together against the alliance of Jackson Wright and the company. Again, Hoxton is throwing Tatum off to the side, gets back into the ring, flipping him off further. Handing out them birds like candy on Halloween. No clean ring entry for the Catalyst. Float over DDT. Barmore offering his hand for a tag. A curtsy by Hoxton. Right into the 21! Catching Barmore as soon as he got into the ring. 1, 2! A 2 count only for the gambling man. He's not happy about it. Makes the tag to Xander Slate. See if he can put Barmore away for good. And he's looking to do so. Barmore has not recovered from the 21, and now Slate looking for the Kanka kick. That's gotta be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, but Johnny Cloudcutter right before the count of 2. Making the save, giving Barmore a chance here. Fighting through the pain. Barmore to belly! Barmore to belly, hooks the leg. 1, 2, broken up by Hoxton. A lot of close calls there in a very short amount of time. Barmore making sure Hoxton not gonna interfere as he circles Xander Slate like a great white shark in the deep blue sea, smelling blood. Johnny Cloudcutter now in off the tag, standing corkscrew senton. Comes back to Slate with a jawbreaker. Standing cutter, vintage Slate goes right to the top rope, and we know what he's looking for here. The Macho Man elbow drop, perfectly executed, right to the heart, the undying heart of Johnny Cloudcutter. Not gonna keep him down here in our main event. Tag made to Hawks as Cloudcutter slowly begins to try and get back up to his feet. Hoxton gonna help him. What a nice guy. Hook to the jaw, set him up for the 21! 21! 21! Uno! Dos! But no, Trace as Barmore makes the save. Hunter Quinn's had just about enough of the workhorse here. As has Hoxton, dropping on the back of his head with that Tiger suplex. Tag to Xander Slate, Cloudcutter, man. This will not stay down, but Slate gonna make him stay down. Look at the kick, countered by Cloudcutter with no power slam. Right up to Brett's rope. Shooting star press. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, but Hunter Quinn coming out of nowhere. Johnny Cloudcutter looking to give him what for. Rolls back into the ring, met with a forearm smash. Tag made to Jeremy Barmore. Slate looking to be in rough shape. And Barmore back into the Dragon Sleeper. Hoxton again gonna come to the rescue of his tag team partner. Barmore doesn't care though, going for the pin anyway, and gets the win! Barmore securing the dub for his team here tonight. The CMV Universe, myself, and certainly even Jackson Wright, shocked to see the team of Jeremy Barmore, Johnny Cloudcutter, and Dante Tatum work together here tonight to pick up this big win. The war has just begun. When it ends, which side will be left standing?